Yo, welcome to the Pod Play Podcast. We would like to demonstrate the value in everyday casual conversation. I'm your boy, Mighty Boy the GOAT. I got my brother with me, as always, Drop Talk J Lock. And we got a special one in the building today, Lil Dred, man.
Motherfucker special, man.
Five made. Five
Yes,
baby.
sir.
What's going, my boy?
Yes, sir, man. It's your homie Lil Dred, man.
Most deaf, man.
Appreciate y'all boys, man, for having me, man.
Most deaf. Now,
Man, appreciate you.
man, we appreciate you for rocking with us on this platform, man. Most deaf, dog.
Sure,
Most
sure.
deaf.
Yeah, man. I'm from Dade myself, so nigga, your music touched so many people, bro. We was on that shit, high school, middle school, all that shit, bro. So this is definitely an honor for me, bro. And I'm excited to have you on, bro. But
Sure.
I want to get right into it, man. Being from Miami, tell us about you rep Miami so hard. How did that influence your style?
Just being from Miami, just like you said, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't go off the it's like a narrative where they be saying like it's a crab in a bucket type narrative, you know what I mean? But me personally, I think the crib made me probably the best I could ever be only because of the tough critics. I just feel like we don't really sugarcoat too much and we don't really wave ride. It's like I like to use sports. For example, we big on sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like Miami Northwestern and I personally went to Miami Northwestern a couple different schools and Pop Warner coming up, I played for Liberty City Warriors. And as soon as you play football, they let it be known who the gangsters is.
Definitely.
You not finna come out here and think you just finna be, you're gonna get favoritism or anything like that. You gotta be the best, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the same thing with music. I feel like, the tough criticism or the people, they'll call it crab in the bucket mentality. Like, we'll walk clean past you if you ain't no celebrity. We think we celebrities, you know what I'm saying? So that really made me and molded me into trying to be the best I could possibly be, you know what I'm saying? So just that alone made me, that's why I go so hard, because I know we ain't going for nothing less than that. You know what I'm saying? We do got the juk culture now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I feel like as far as lyricism and just making quality music, our standards high. And it's something new too, because we don't really, besides the Trick Daddies, the Ross,
Mm-hmm.
you don't got a handful of artists that you could just go and name pick like a
Yeah.
Atlanta or LA, some of these bigger markets that just you know, revolve around music
Yeah.
or like sports and streets. We always get the dope boy acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me entering that music game, I just felt like, man, I gotta bring it. I gotta come every song, every beat, and I mix it a little bit with that Dade County, just that juk vibe too. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Just knowing that they ain't finna just wave ride. They ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? That
No.
kind of made me sharpen iron. So that's how I approach it. I approach it like I know they not going to acknowledge me unless I make some noise or unless I'm really raw. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I take that. I don't take that as crab in the bucket. I take that as we like the best, and if you the best, they gonna love you forever. They don't care. They gonna vote. They gonna vouch for you every time. They ain't going for it. Miami Northwestern, you cannot say a school better than them. Their alumni is undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Music. Like, they love me, but they ain't going for anything less than great perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
The culture, the dope boy, the streets, wittiness, everything. The crib made me the way I'm is. You know what I'm saying? And I love it.
Yeah.
So
People don't understand, like, being from Miami, bro. We so big, everybody just, when they think about it, people who ain't from the crib, they don't really understand. They just, that beach, that beach, that beach. They don't understand. We ain't really even go to the beach like that, bro. So talk about your upbringing in Miami. What was your upbringing like?
Man, just just like everybody else, I'm from the hood. I'm from the trenches, the other side of the bridge. But it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I got best of both worlds. We ain't struggle, but we was from the hood. My mama made sure we was straight, we was clean. We had them pair of shoes first day of school every year. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I knew that we was going through that struggle. We from the projects, you know what I'm saying? So just coming up, the violence, you right across the street from the violence. You got the sidewalk. but the streets right there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a decision. You could be a dope boy or you go to school. You know what I'm saying? You could be a killer or you go to school, or you gonna do something in sports or make music, or your ass going to jail or you gonna die.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
simple. It was just across the street. You gonna see the bullshit, the violence, but at the same time, you can see the greats that came out of the city and that kept that straight path, that narrow that path. You know what I'm saying? So I got the best of both worlds, honestly. So some of my homeboys did the bullshit. Then I had some homeboys who made it out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about your decision and your focus and your motivation. You know what I'm saying? So I always, my slogan, dreams really evolve daily. That's what Dred stands for. So I just tried to keep it positive. Even though I'm from the streets and the negativity around me, I kind of use that same energy in my music. And I kind of call myself like the narrator of Miami. Ain't nobody gonna really tell a story how I'm gonna tell it. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas gonna glorify that the street shit, but I just tell a story about it because I know both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? I know how I feel to get some money out the streets, but I know how I feel to lose your homies to the streets, people that you really love. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really necessarily glorified it, but I always, mention it in my music just to keep that awareness. You know what I'm saying? Cause that energy real. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
So it can help you now. It can help you, and if you use it for motivation. But at the same time, it bring a lot of depression when that's all you see. You know what I mean? Coming up. So I feel like, that's every hood though, to be honest with
Talk about Miami culture, what it means to you, and how have it evolved over the years.
you. Man, I feel like right now, and for the past years, it's just trying to find itself. It's so many different cultures in Miami, dog. It's so many. You got Spanish, like Jamaicans, Haitians. It ain't just one type of culture. And I feel like I say, the narrative that everybody be pushing that you would probably know, the whole crab in the bucket or we don't stick together. That's the narrative that people push. But honestly, I just feel like it's so diverse down here. You know what I'm saying? You get a little mixture of everything down here. So it's hard to just base something off of one thing. Just because I make music or I'm hood, or you know what I'm saying, I feel like, everything should go this type of way. Nah, because you could go to Alapala and see all the Spanish people, and you know what I'm saying, you could go 38th Street, then you're gonna see a different type of people, you know what I'm saying? You go to Little Haiti and you see the Haitians over there and all that shit 5 minutes away from each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't think everybody gonna understand your vibe and your culture. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of it. At the same time, you see beautiful people, different lingo's. That's where our rhythm come from. We got so much rhythm down here. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's evolving, but it can't be described or just put into one little box. You know what I'm saying? So that old narrative, like people not sticking together, I don't believe in that. I just feel like it's so many different flavors down here. You know what I'm saying? And it's still growing. You know what I mean? It ain't find that one. We ain't really necessarily find that identity yet because of that same fact. You know what I mean? But I think it's a good thing though. I don't think it's actually a bad thing.
Absolutely, man.
It's just about who telling the story, who you hearing your story from. You know what I'm saying? Because some people like to go through certain struggles and then try to base everything on what you experience. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I got love out the gate. So I always got love from the crib. I can wear a hoodie, I can wear a chain. It's the same response. Dre, what's good? Why I see you doing your thing? You know what I'm saying? As long as
Absolutely.
you doing your thing, don't think you finna get sympathy though. If this ain't sympathy, we gonna feel sorry for you. No, this ain't that. You know what I mean?
You got to grind it out. You know what I'm saying? Get
You
out there
got
and
to.
get it.
You
Yeah,
got to. They gonna acknowledge you now, but don't think you finna just get, the red carpet as soon as you
absolutely.
get out. You done seen too much money and too much stuff young. We seen it all. We already done seen it, so it's gonna be hard to impress us. But that's what you want to be, though. You
Absolutely.
want them to set that standard high so you can shoot for the stars, man. You trying to be great
And not only that, you should be setting the standard for yourselves. You know what I'm saying?
for
Because at
sure,
the end of the day, nothing should be handed to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm
for
believer in
sure.
that. So is, you know what I'm saying, law too. We like we don't we beat our feet with this. You know what I'm saying? What we doing right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nobody to hand us nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it. So
That
most
real.
definitely, man.
That's
So
real.
like
That's
speak on
the
like
best way.
okay, so with a lot of the different cultures in Miami and like you just went over a lot of the different areas and different variety of cultures. What are some of your early musical influences?
Dez Lock Piccolo. I ain't gonna lie, like Piccolo, one of my favorite artists out the crib, man. At a young age, I seen our whole culture, the same hood dudes and the killers or the dope boys dance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he had us dancing at an early age, but it wasn't, first of all, Uncle Luke, you know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
Uncle Luke.
Shout out Luke.
Can't skip over Luke. And Luke got that booty shaking, don't stop. So of course you got that first. But when I was able to understand what was going on, it was because of Dez Lock. So when Dez Lock hit the scene, R.I.P. Vito No Shake. When they hit the scene with that stinging and I'm stinging,
Yeah.
it did something to our whole culture, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in middle school and, in the middle of hopping off the porch trying to find ourselves. And then you got this guy with this type of music, but it ain't booty shake. It ain't Uncle
Right.
Luke though.
Right.
So it's like sticking and rolling. It's
Right.
like you see all the gangsters doing it. Like, hold on,
Niggas off
that
them
was my
jiggers.
first
Yeah.
influence, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just seeing that was the biggest influence right there. You know what I mean? I can't put nothing else above that. But around that time, it was the Iceberg. You heard the grind mode, the greasy, like you heard the culture evolving in that era right there.
Most
But
definitely.
for me personally, it was Dez. Like he was number one for me. Everything. I'm in my zone.
That
Yeah. Vibing.
I'm in
I'm
my
in my
zone.
zone.
Like,
For
oh
real.
man, like how he doing it? Like he making it cool to just be in your zone and juke and vibe. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. I still love him to this day. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Dez Lock, man.
Talking about your music, like what inspired you to rap and when did you start taking it serious?
For sure. My old boy, Nate the Great, that's what he went by. You know what I'm saying? I'm a junior. He went to college. He played for and he made it to the league and he got injured and he had to end up getting cut. But while he was at he was making music. Major Nine,
Shout out
kind of
Major.
followed
Shout out
the
me.
same footsteps later on in life where it was like he was able to make music at the U. And my old boy was the reason why he was able to. He was the first to do it. So if you go on ESPN, you go on YouTube and look up Nate the Great Brooks, and you will see like in the game, they playing the game, but the announcer announcing, "Hey, Nate the Great just made a play, and he got his new album out." La la la,
That's
right
That's
then and
hard.
there. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope right there. You know what I'm
That's
saying? So
hard.
out the gate, that's where the whole rap influence came from. I used to be in the projects. My old boy from Scott Projects, my mama and my daddy, that's where they met at. So I was already young in the projects, spitting my little balls cause of dog. Anyways, he already had a little rap for me. I mean, I'm like hood famous because of him. You know what I'm saying? So that was I was already rapping out the gate. But my old boy was multi-talented. He didn't just put his eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really know what he liked the best. It just he rap, he dance, he act, he did this. He went to college. You know what I'm saying? So music was already around me. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't start taking it serious until my probably my 10th grade, 11th grade year. You know, I was just rapping and making music. It came back to me. I wasn't really trying to make music. You know what I'm saying? I was in the middle of just playing football, and one of my dogs came up to me like, "Bro, what you finna do? Make music or ball?" So shout out to Chad for actually doing both, because I make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Even my dad did all
Shout out
type
to
of
you, my
stuff
boy.
too, but I just felt like the lane wasn't about doing this and that. It wasn't, Chad came around. It was more about screaming. It was kind of evolved. It evolved. You feel me? Back then, even though I'm probably like 2-3 years younger than him, it just didn't feel like I could do both. I thought I had to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? I chose music. I started taking it serious like my 10th grade year, 11th grade year. I put my first mixtape out there, $5. Out the gate. I ain't never passed out no CDs. I sold my CDs out the gate. Once again, that was something I seen my dad do in front of the flea market, USA flea market. RIP, you know what I'm saying? They done knocked our precious flea market down.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
gate,
to the flea
old boy
market.
used to sell CDs. He wasn't even that famous, but people used to buy it. They used to just the gift the gab. You know what I'm saying? Just like I say, we respect so much hustlers. They bought it from him. So that's all I seen. So that was my first thing out the gate, man. I came back. I did my first mixtape my 11th grade year. Came back 12th grade year with my CDs, and I got love. That was my first fan base right there. You know, MySpace was out around that time too, so I had a couple songs on there, and people was buying my CDs out the gate. So
Yes.
that's when I took it serious right there. You know what I mean? But I could always just put a little couple balls out there. Sixth grade, yeah, I performed at the pet rally. Fifth grade, yeah, I performed at the graduation, Archervilla. People
Yeah.
would tell you, but I was just doing it. I wasn't really taking it serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, right.
What song or moment that you knew you was gonna be one of the best in the city?
No Sean, man. Hey,
Mm,
Yeah.
so we
No,
had did
Sean,
No
that
Sean.
shit.
What happened was Chad ended up sending me, Major Nine ended up sending me No Sean, right? I used to be hearing about them at the school doing little chanty little stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when he sent it to me, he sent it just the hook. He had already did the whole song by himself. And once he sent it to me, I ended up doing two verses. And then I sent it back to him. Okay, SoundCloud was popping at that time. Crazy on SoundCloud. But then I ended up getting booked at Turner Tech. I ended up getting booked at Turner Tech. So when I performed, and I'm like, and I said, she thought it was home, but yeah, but she was really beside me. That's why I came.
Yeah.
So in the footage on YouTube too, when I said it, all the kids got on the stage with they
Yeah.
entourage. They bum rushed me. So y'all probably was in communication with my manager. This is my business partner.
Yeah.
This was one of his first shows he ever came with me. Probably like his second show. He had to save me from the kids.
Yeah.
They pushed me. They got on stage, and
how to get to you. Yeah,
I was like, oh shit. So I went
yeah.
back to the crib like, Mom, like it is on.
It's
Like
on.
you know,
I'm
Most
out of here.
definitely.
SoundCloud views was already going crazy, but I'm like, yo, they I almost lost my life today. Like it's on, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a big moment right there. And then one more moment after that, of course, um, Hurt Nobody.
Yeah.
He had did Hurt Nobody. Ross ended up reaching out to Major Nine. It was like me, you, and Dred need to get one in. And Nine was already recording Hurt Nobody, and we end up just sending him that. Cause I really got two verses to Hurt Nobody, but I end up taking one of the verses off, and we just sent it to him. And that was another moment where I'm running through the crib, telling my mama like, "It's over with now,
Yeah,
man."
yeah, yeah,
Oh, the girl, like
yeah.
my biggest fan, like I'm like, "Mom,
Yeah.
it's over now." You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know. So them was definitely two big moments where I was like, you know what, like I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because I never I wanted to be just like that. I ain't want it to be no handout, no nothing. I wanted
Yeah.
to earn it, and
Most
I
definitely.
wanted to feel it before I even start coming in the game feeling entitled.
Yeah.
People could just rock with me. Like, no, I kind of wanted it to happen. Like I could never imagine it would happen like that. You know what I'm saying? But I did want it to be personally where I could know, like, nah, I could see this what it is. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? The
Most definitely.
crib fucking with me. They
Most
rocking
definitely.
with me.
Absolutely. For sure. Definitely rocking with you, my boy. Definitely brought that heat. But let's take it back just a little bit, man, to like your first studio session, man. What was
For sure.
the experience like? Like, what was that, build up to going to the studio, getting in the studio, you know what I'm saying, going through your lyrics, and maybe you had everything pre-written before you got there. Maybe you went in there, whatever you did to get yourself in there. And do you
All
remember the
right,
song that you recorded?
I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I've been around music for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So early in my life, like elementary, my old boy already had me in the studio. So
Mm,
my old boy the type of spontaneous, like it was school nights, 2 o'clock in the morning, he'll come pull up, pick me up, take me to the studio, make me record some shit, and then I go back to school later on that day. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So
Yeah.
I already was charismatic or whatever. I already had this little thing about me where I was comfortable already. So my old boy, he was very ahead of his time. So a lot of this stuff I'm talking about documented. So you
Yeah.
can Apple Music right now and listen to me
Yeah.
his albums. Nobody don't really know who he is, but I could pull it up and Lil Nate or Nate. That's back then before I was Dred. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can hear me ad libbing his track or
Okay.
on the hook of his track. He tell me what to say and I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Further down the line, elementary, where I kind of start writing my own raps. I got a feature on my old boy. My old boy got about 6 albums out here underground, 7. He probably got more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can hear me a little older now, where I done got a feature, me and my old boy on the same track. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
tough.
then for a minute, like I say, I wasn't really in tune with the music thing like that. But when it came back to me later on in life, my first session was shout out my homie Suave. I already had a whole lot of raps pre-written in my song in my notebook. And I ran into Suave, which is my cameraman. He shot Love Issues for me, you know what I'm saying? So, but he had his own studio, and he ended up inviting me to the studio. And I used to just sit there and let him engineer, you know, just waiting on my moment. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really know how dope I was. He just knew me from a family member. So a family member kind of just put him up on me, and he heard a couple songs. And he was like, "All right, you could come to the studio," but he knocking out sessions. So I'm just sitting back there. He don't know I got all these raps. So once he finally let me record something, he actually made beats too.
Okay.
He just pulled this beat up and I already had raps. So any beat he made, I had a rap for it. And that's how it kind of went. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, we just had that chemistry. And it wasn't really nothing nervous or nothing about it. I kind of already felt like this what it was. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a monumental time in my life right there. You feel me? Cause
Sure.
Suave, I ain't get charged. He ain't charged me nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, studio costs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Definitely.
Stuff, and that's how I was able to even come up with my first mixtape with him. And once he seen how dope I was, he didn't really do no more sessions with nobody. He was like, that money don't even matter no more.
Yeah.
It was like a real dope experience. Me and Suave like this to this
Yeah.
day. So it's like he'll tell you, I just like to hear him tell a story better though. You
Yeah.
way better story than me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
Bruh.
mean, and from going and being in the studio at an early age like that, and then, what I'm saying, obviously getting that opportunity with bruh, what would you say, what I'm saying, separates your style from other artists indeed?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like, dog. For people who really know my catalog, like, see, No Shown and all that, like, that's just like, that's what I'm talking about as far as like that Dez Lock influence. You gotta know how to just make music people want to vibe and party to. But my catalog, bruh,
Yeah.
like, it is hands down like the best catalog ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you got
Ain't
some shit.
nobody talking that talk like
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different, bro. From like I give it to you in every aspect of it, from females to the
Yeah.
street. I even got stuff your grandma and your family could listen to. You know what I'm
Most definitely.
saying? Like I keep all that in mind. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's only because the crib made me this way. They made me want to be the best ever. So that's just how I feel. Like you could just listen. You gonna
Yeah.
hear this ain't that era. This ain't that mumble rap, auto tune high and
Ain't none of
behind the
that.
production.
Yeah.
I could do it all, but I ain't high and behind a beat or a production or a team of people, ghostwriters, none of that.
Yeah.
And it's to this day, you go through the whole catalog. So it's real life. And like I say, I'm the narrator. That's what made me different because I'm gonna tell a story of how it really go. I ain't just finna tell you how them boys killing over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you how boys was crying and that made them react the way they react. You know what I'm saying? They be
Most definitely.
crying too. That shit hurt it. Them boys got
Yeah.
wiped out first. You feel what I'm saying? And ain't just come and they turned into gorillas like that. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, from every aspect, bro. And then I'm a student of the game. You know,
Yeah.
I love music, so I love the game too. So I ain't want to come to the game half stepping either. Like I was saying earlier, feeling entitled or like people should just rock to my music. And it's like, nah, nigga, I be listening to my music, then listening to the best and the Jay-Z's, the Waynes, the T.I., all these nigga Ja Rule, all them boy making hits. So I'm like, man,
Yeah.
my music gotta be up there if I play their music and put my song in rotation, it gotta be able to flow straight through. Or I need to cut that out, or I need to get better.
Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Most definitely.
Take them back. You know, like I'm talking about the hood. Nigga, Bird hopped on and on and on.
Yeah.
He kicked that.
Yeah.
So the respect I got for Berg in the crib, I said, if I do this beat, I gotta do it different.
Yeah.
I can't do it like him because that he did that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go and I do a whole nother twist to it and still put on for the crib, and it's two total different songs. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it still got the storytelling of what hip hop be missing these days. Niggas be just rapping. They ain't got no proof. They ain't talking about nothing. Like, nigga, I'm finna tell you dates and shit you can look up and people gonna relate to. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I'll take that serious, that pen, you feel what I'm saying? You can sit and think and put that shit together. You feel me? So that's what it is, man. I give you that whole aspect of it. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
That's what's gonna separate me every time. Cause I'm keeping that shit 1,000, but I'm creative with it. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You definitely being your damn bad, bro. You being your bad,
Sure.
bro. So
Sure.
I want to talk
so
about
appreciate it, bro.
your process, your creative process. Do you freestyle? Do you write? Which one you prefer?
I did it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point now. I make so much music now, and I got my own setup now that I don't gotta write.
Yeah.
But I ain't never been the type to be like, oh, boy, I don't write, boy, I don't need to write. Like, no, I love to write. I started off writing. That's the beauty of it. Writing and erasing and saying, nah, that ain't it. Feel what I'm saying? But now cause I had the access in the mic right there and I engineer myself. I learned how to engineer myself.
Yeah.
Now I could just go in. I don't got to. You feel what I'm saying? But that's work. I ain't see a nigga and was like, no, I don't want to write. You know, and that's what a lot of people in this era, they a lot of niggas punching in now because they see their favorite rapper doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though my favorite rapper Wayne is Tupac and Wayne, but you know, even though Wayne do it, I don't think I could fuck with that nigga how he do it. You know what I'm saying? But I respect the game so much. I'm like, nigga, that nigga was doing this since he was fucking 13, 12 years old. He's supposed to not be able to rap. He fucking crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, I just wanna like no, nigga, I wrote first. You feel what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to start back right. I don't like this little trend and niggas ain't right. Oh, shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I go in, dog, depending on the scenery, the urgency, who in the building, who around. And if I want to just go in off the top, I can, or if I want to sit down and jot some shit down, if I feel like that beat deserves some real thought, I do it all. I don't take nothing away from it, and you will never know if I wrote or if I didn't write. All that shit coming out hard. It's gonna still.
And I can attest to that. You got so many fucking songs, but the two songs that stick out to me, bro, that I'm like, damn, bro, did this nigga freestyle this shit or he just wrote it? That goddamn Sis God this and then that Shador Sanders
Yeah,
that you put out, bro,
Yeah.
you
yeah,
slid.
Yeah, you
Both of
slide.
them
yeah.
bitches
You know what I'm
like
saying?
You
That's
go for
two
sure.
total
slid
different
both
dreads. You
Yeah.
know
of them.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. I wrote Sis God this Shador. I was in front of my computer. I write, but like I say, you over time. I could freestyle only because whatever I freestyle, I literally finna write it down anyway.
Right.
So now because I had access to it, I'm writing what I'm thinking anyway, so I can erase it and pause it and come back. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah,
still feel like that's a form of writing. I don't feel like
yeah,
it's a Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, where I can literally see like a nigga like Jim Jones.
yeah,
I'm in the studio with Jimmy, and he like an underdog lyricist, cause you thinking he ain't really like that to be,
yeah.
you know, I'm writing my shit. He over there acting like he sleep. Then he wake up and he go to mumbling some shit. Then he got a whole verse. I'm like, hold on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
Crazy.
there's levels to that not writing shit.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Shador, it was I'm a momentum type rapper too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Whatever
yes,
the trending topic
Very
is,
diverse.
it's still a form of um expository and narrative, all that shit
yeah,
they taught you in school. I used to love to do them shits.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
the same thing, nigga. The trending topic right now, Shador Sanders, nigga. I'm finna make a fucking song about that shit. I don't care
you
what it is.
slid that
I'm
bit,
finna make a
bro.
song about that bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's that's part of me too. You know what I mean? So that still go back to what the nigga was saying. It's like it ain't just no one type of box with Dred. I could
Yeah.
guard this nigga. That shit was trending. Meat Mill, I was fucking with Meat. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why this nigga ain't responding? What's
Felt
it
that
long?
Yeah.
for
So I'm
real.
like, nigga, rap. I'm finna respond for you. This what you should say. It wasn't necessarily even. I ain't want to even diss Drake, cause I fuck with Drake. But it was that moment, nigga. It be times, nigga, lose yourself in the music. The moment you want, like, nigga, that moment is all
Yeah.
it's about. You know what I'm saying, nigga? How I could get myself involved in this moment. You know what I mean? Talent wise, you feel me? So
Absolutely, bro.
that's
Absolutely,
me.
man.
That's Drizzy, man.
For sure.
But you definitely slid that bit,
For
bro.
sure,
You
appreciate
definitely
that,
Definitely.
bro.
Both of
Appreciate
them.
that.
And to be real with you, bro, Dred, bro, you got real balls, bro. You know what I'm
For
saying? None of
sure.
this play shit, you feel me? None of this, like you said, none of this mumble rap shit. Like, you know, like a lot of you niggas need to get in your bag, man. You niggas be out here
So
playing, bro. Bro
yeah,
coming with
they
straight
playing.
pressure, like real
They
balls, bro.
playing.
And with that being said, and you've already kind of spoke to this, but what inspires your metaphors, bro? Like, is it everyday, like you say, everyday current events? Is it just based on how you feeling? Is it personal experiences? Like, what are some of those variables that go into you coming up with those fire ass metaphors, bro?
Yeah, I can't tell you. It be from the Himalayas, then stars or
I
something. You
feel
know
that.
what I'm
I
saying?
feel that.
But definitely Lil Wayne though. When
Mm,
Wayne was killing the mixtape game, I think it shifted how people start creating music. Cassidy and them boys. Like I said, I'm a student to this shit too. Like
Yeah.
even Jeezy. I'm a nigga scrap like a bike club. Like he was
Yeah.
saying this shit was basic, but I'm like, nigga, scrap like a bike club. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
damn, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was already like a punchline nigga. Like, god damn, I like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And Tupac was my favorite. I favored Tupac and his storytelling and his topic of what he decided, what he want to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? I like that about him. You know what I mean? So you just mix all that again, then you got Dred. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes that's what it is exactly that. You know, what era I'm from, what's going on right now, how I'm feeling about certain stuff. Do this. If I hop on somebody else's beat, it's almost like a Lil Wayne approach. You know, you hit a nigga with that Wayne train. You feel what I'm saying? You down there
Definitely.
trying to murder somebody else beat.
Everybody.
Or if this a classic song, on and on and on, and I could approach it with the Tupac, just take people to another place. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get his beat some justice like that. It's either or. I'm gonna go this way with it, or I'm gonna go this way. I'm trying to kill a beat, or cause that's what a Team Dread Friday. I should just do
Yeah.
beats. But originally, whoever influenced that, when Wayne was doing them dedications, he was killing niggas beats and he just going through the whole beat. And it's like lyrical exercise, but it still work, bro. You gotta put in that work. You gotta read. You gotta have some type of intellect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To try to put that shit together. And I'm still a fan or a critic of my own self. A lot of shit I gotta impress myself, or I
Yes,
ain't
sir.
really gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that shit, I be as I'm going through, I be like, damn, how the fuck I came up with that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I
Yeah.
probably even put that shit out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We can definitely
But it's a
tell.
mixture of everything, though, dog. You can't really put this one. I can't. If I could tell you how, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm still experiencing this shit. You know, it's still new to me. Just keep going how I could keep going. You know what I'm saying? And keep trying different shit, different words, and different ways. That nigga Hov got some shit too. Once I got older, I was never like a Jay-Z fan, but once I got older, like he a assassin too though. He
Yeah.
got some
Get
wordplay.
busy. You get there. You know what I'm
Got some
saying?
wordplay, dog.
Do his thing.
That nigga Wayne was like, man, Wayne like
Wayne
something
just
crazy.
different,
Wayne
bro.
different, man. But let me get your take on his latest body of work, man, because you know a lot of people being a lot of you know they being hard on it or whatever the case may be. What you think about bro last album they just dropped, bro?
You know what I think? I'm gonna tell you though. You know, and and I get it. Like, you know, the game changes, everything changed. But what I think for real is like everybody, like this whole era with this opinion shit, stop saying shit. Everybody
Yeah.
got a chance to try to say shit about everything now. It's like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Podcasting taking off, but you really got too many niggas talking about. You only talking about niggas that's popping, that's actually
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Feel
Yeah.
me? You ain't to do what he doing is a total different thing. But we'll take it back to a dedication to Wayne, Carter to Wayne. It don't matter what I thought. You couldn't hear me say my thoughts to nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Nowadays, people just get on the line and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
you ain't even listen. You ain't even
Yeah,
riding
you
your
ain't even
car.
get yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might be a playful mood, so you don't want to hear no real rap or no metaphor. You feel what I'm saying? Your mood might
Yeah.
be sad. You might need to hear some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it take time. Sometimes that shit'll catch on you. Like I told you, nigga, I wasn't no
Dang.
Jay-Z fan, but later on in life, nigga, I appreciated Jay. Like, damn, boy, this song right here hitting. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like with Wayne and whoever drop a track, I ain't never was the really opinionated type of dude. But if everybody could speak on it, I get it. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not his best project. Production could have been better. It's so much stuff. It's always something that you could say. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But me personally, as a Wayne fan, is like, man, Carter 3, he told y'all he a fucking Martian. He gone.
Yeah.
So his influence was influencing him not to make music. After Carter 3, I don't even listen to Wayne. I listen to that old Wayne over and over. If I want to hear Wayne, I'm going back to, I
Yeah.
don't need no more.
Yeah. Damn near
He
squad
Yeah.
said
too.
it,
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the person that's doing it to try to make somebody repeat. Imagine me trying to make No Shown again. Fucking take them back again, hurt nobody. Nigga, I'm not, nigga, that was a moment in life. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever that was, I did that. But to try to make him do Carter 2 all over again,
It ain't gonna be the same.
hell nah. Like, nigga got kids now, like,
Grown
influence is
kids. Yeah.
not that no more. He not finna say the same shit. He still rapping his ass off.
Yes.
We
Yes.
wanna just opinionated. I could say, yeah, just production wise, you can tell his team done changed. And they selecting his music. He already let you know he don't even be listening to the shit. He just be working. So they his team put the project together. And you could tell he got a different culture, fan base, man. That nigga Wayne, like I said, after Carter 3, he let you know he a fucking Martian. His influence, he did a rock song, he did a rock
Yeah.
album. I ain't
Rock
listen
out.
to that.
Yeah.
That wasn't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
understood that wasn't for me. So nigga went platinum in a week. You can't see what Wayne see. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my dog, I'm like, bro, nigga won't Carter 2 Wayne, but we ain't Carter 2 Wayne ain't even go platinum in a week. You think as a businessman, you finna make that type of music or you gonna make Lollipop? Lollipop
Yeah.
is when that shit started going crazy. And the people who
That shit
bought
take
that,
off.
that bought that on iTunes and paying for them tickets,
Yeah.
sales, is not us, bro. I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
You can
It's
say how
not.
big of a thing Wayne on me is, but I ain't go to one concert yet. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, some of us with all this opinion shit, y'all ain't even the ones who paying the man bills. So he probably catering to who knows? He catering to the truck fit and all that. I ain't listening to
Yeah.
that.
Most
That
Yeah.
definitely.
was a million after a million. He dropped 1 6 foot 7 foot. All that
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
thing, just rapping about weird shit and
Yeah.
weird
But
beats
Yeah.
he
and shit.
slide though.
I
He
don't listen
slide
to
though.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't listen to that. So he gave you that after Carter 3 though. So that's the only Wayne you've been getting. Now he'll still show you he still could rap on them
Yeah.
nigga features and he's still killing features. So that let you know like he can get in that bad, bro. But that ain't what's selling. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
It ain't.
so Carter 3, like Carter 3, like this to me. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
get the success, but it was commercial. But I'm a 2 on back dude. Mixtape, no ceilings, dedication, 1 2 3. All that
Yeah.
squad up. That's me. I live right there. I don't need nothing else from you, Wayne. You feel what I'm saying? I don't need
Yeah.
you to go back in that bag. That ain't reality. You know what I'm saying? But I get what everybody else talking about. But y'all ain't fans of the man because y'all will know after Carter 3, 4, 5, and 6, all that shit is his success and he just doing
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And
trying
you ain't
shit at
gonna
that point.
feel where he coming from,
Yeah. Rebirth, all
where
that.
he around or where
Yeah.
he a mega star. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Most definitely. Yeah.
So that's just that's my take on it. I don't really be even. I can't tell you no songs off after
Yeah.
3.
I gotta
Yeah.
agree. I gotta agree with you on that. And then for me, as a Wayne fan myself, like my favorite mixtape would be definitely or actually the album would be 500 Degrees, bro. Like I don't
See
know,
what I'm
a lot of
saying?
people don't really, like, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah, like
Carter
Yeah,
pressure,
he was
but
rapping, nigga.
yeah,
Like
but
he
for
was
me,
talking about
yeah,
daddy and shit back then.
yeah,
Like
that's
nigga,
500
y'all want men to
Degrees,
be talking about all that right now? Like
right?
nigga, y'all
yeah,
must be no fans then, cause he done talked about everything already.
Most
yeah.
definitely.
And you
There
got
to
nothing
talk
else to
about.
talk about.
Yeah,
And you know, it's crazy because that Andre 3000 said something like that. Like, you know, at this age, he ain't like, what could he rap about? And it's like everybody like, nigga, you still can rap about anything. We want to hear you rap about fucking the trees, nigga. And it's like, no, like he
He
yeah,
telling
says,
you
"Oh wait, I did it already."
he is not Wayne. Wayne
Yeah,
was still had a passion to just rap about whatever the fuck, but it's nothing he needs to rap about, you know what I mean, at this time in his life. You feel me? It sounds like he just still like, you know, shadow boxing. You feel what I'm saying? I can get on any beat and just go. It don't have to be about anything y'all want it to pertain to be. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely, you know, I feel like that's exactly what Andre 3000 was talking about when he made that statement.
yeah,
He don't want to be this guy just rapping and out of reach. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Wayne is kind of that guy right now. Like, nigga, it ain't that he out of reach. He just, wherever he reaching at, we ain't over there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
yeah,
And nigga,
yeah,
his influence is coming from wherever the fuck it is, but he just love to rap. So it
yeah,
don't
most
matter
definitely,
how it's coming out. I'm pretty sure he got 1,000 fucking songs.
absolutely.
yeah.
Listen, man, you had some fire collabs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fire collabs, bro. Ross, Mike Smith, you know what I'm saying? Major Nine, you
Jones.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All, bro, fire collabs, bro. But you know what I'm saying? One in particular, I want to speak on that ball greaser, that nice and slow.
For sure.
Killed that bit, bro.
For
Killed
sure.
that bit, man. Speak on how that collab came about, bro.
When that boy hit me up, man, he just hit me out the blue. I was on like 3 o'clock in the morning. Told me to pull up to the studio.
Yeah,
He had done recording at Circle House.
yeah,
And when I got there, he played the beat. And I'm like, who made that beat? He like, Major Nine.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's automatic. I'm
yeah,
telling him, like, bro, that's automatic, bro.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you need anything, bro? You eating good? I'm just like, bro, I just need some weed, bro. He had that gave
Straight
nigga a
up.
little herb. And when I went in, as I'm writing, once I started recording, you know, you can see through the boot. So I'm looking out as I'm writing. I mean, as I'm recording, I'm looking and he going crazy. Whoever he out there with, they going crazy. So when I get out, you know, my first ball was, when I was you, baby girl, it's a baby.
mm-hmm.
He like, bro, my album called Bay Day. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Yeah,
day one, like this. He didn't tell me it was called Bay Day.
slide.
Yeah,
He like going crazy out there. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, that shit meant then. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you though, Greasy really knew whatever made him feel like, you know, he knew that was a hit. He was like, we got us one. We made the first post about it when we was in the studio. He was like, bro, we got us one, bro. This is it. You feel me? Saying ain't too many people I get in the studio with and they'll say it like that. You know what I mean? Like we
yeah,
know certain shit be hard, but Greasy knew that was a hit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just how that bit came. That bit, you know, it's history. You feel me? That shit changed my life too. You know, everybody, that shit spread around so fast, like places. You know what I'm saying? So that shit really like
pressure.
changed a lot for me. You feel me? Just to have that accomplishment. You know what I mean? That bitch don't win gold. They got a gold plaque. Like you know that
yes,
solidify you, especially from where we come from. You feel me? It ain't too many
and
that's doing it. And then like I'm independent, bro. So it's like, nigga, if you ain't with that machine, nigga, the business don't go like that. You
Yeah,
gotta get with a machine, bro. You gotta get with a major. Or you just out here just, you know, you underground, you could be a little underground legend, you know what I'm saying? To get a plaque, you know, ain't nothing attached to me that was major for me, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. So shout out to Greasy for making that happen. Cause he say, you know, once you hear Greasy tell a story, he called like four, 5 people before he called me now.
yeah,
So
yeah,
thank God they ain't answer.
yeah.
And they ain't pull up, you know, and that's just how God work, you know what I'm saying? I
Most
pulled up, I
definitely.
was up playing the game, man.
Yeah.
I was up playing Dragon Ball Z, man.
Well, yeah.
for sure.
Pressure.
I was
Definitely a
up
fan of Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z,
what that
man.
Dragon Ball Z? What you was on that
playing
Kakarot?
the
What you
fucking
was on?
game.
What you was on
Huh?
that Kakarot? What you was on? Which one you was on?
Yeah, no, I was on that universe,
Yeah. Number 2. Number 2.
Exoverse #2, man.
Yeah,
Got my
yeah,
own
number
little
2,
player
bitch.
flying around and shit, trying to upgrade and shit.
What you is Xbox or you PlayStation? What you is?
No, I was on that PS5, PS4,
Okay,
Okay.
PS4 at the time.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I was
okay. Yeah, bro. You definitely did work with some big names, bro. Talk about your favorite collab and why is your favorite collab?
That one had to be my favorite. You know, I don't really favor too much of my music. It just really worked. You know what I'm saying? But definitely that one definitely gotta be my favorite. Every collab with me and Nine,
Yeah, 9 is that
you know,
boy,
pop
bro.
off. Feel me? Then Bird, you know, that's just a hometown hero.
Sure.
Um, to do music with, then just to have Ross to reach out to us. And what's significant about the features too, you know, I never reached out to so I like I say, I'm a bit get it yourself type dude. I don't got no sympathy for people who like whine and cry or feel
Yeah,
like entitlement. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Cause that's how much respect I got for people who grind and made a name for themselves. I don't want to come in the building if I ain't bringing nothing to what you already got going on. So just for Ross to reach out to us, it just solidified us. It really made us stay independent, be honest with you, because it was like, nigga, what we doing? We must be doing something right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So reach out and do that. It was like that was big, you know what I'm saying? So every feature was big. I got a feature right now, man. With Ty Dolla Sign. You know what I'm saying? It's
for
precious to me.
sure.
I don't want to mishandle that shit. You know, and it was the same type of vibe, same energy. He, you know, off of relationships, but he already been watching me for a little while. And then I end up sending him a couple songs. And then the song he chose to pick, it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? For him to just want to hop on that one, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to release it this summer too, you know what I mean? But like I
absolutely.
said, with a Ty Dollar, you can't just
Yeah, yeah,
go on too. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm trying to really like market it because like I say, nigga, we ain't got no machine. So we gotta make sure we line this bitch up. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another favorite, you know what I mean? I'm just ready for the streets to hit, you know what I mean? But I couldn't pick, you know, just one, dog. I couldn't, cause all of them significant to me. And I don't play around on no beat. I'll take everything serious. And any song could be that one. I'm gonna just put Greasy, me and Greasy track up there just cause it just come with the accolades. Just knowing that we was both independent and we got a old plaque for the crib. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It definitely did justice to the crib.
I'm gonna just put that one up. That one of my favorites, you know.
So,
Definitely.
is it who on your list that you haven't worked with yet to collab?
I gotta get one with Trick, dog.
Yeah, why
Man,
that
I ain't
ain't
gonna
happened yet?
no, man. I couldn't tell you. I ain't saying it ain't gonna happen now, but I ain't just ain't run across each other path. We ran across each other just like he acknowledged me, you know, he know of me, so that be enough for me. But
Yeah,
I never really been a type to like really try to reach out and use my leverage
yeah,
because I be working, you know, and
Yeah,
if it organically happen, it done happened like that so many times. So I just kind of let everything organically happen. You know what I
was
mean?
there.
But he definitely on my list. I got it. I got to. I
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah.
one with
yeah,
you, dog.
sure.
You know
And
what I
he
mean?
definitely talk about you on different occasions. I seen on different interviews and podcasts. He mention you like he always drop you, so he sees the hard work you putting in, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly, dog.
tighten
Sometimes
up,
that
Trick.
be the feet. That be all I be needing. Be honest with you, dog.
Yeah,
Um, but for the crib, we gotta get us one in, dog. One of
Was
them
that?
old thug
gotta
holiday
be,
classes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
yeah,
saying?
Trick, you
gotta
gotta
be.
tighten up, my boy. Tighten up, Trick.
Yeah. It's probably me though. Like I said, I gotta do better with reaching out, dog. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
was there.
I gotta reach out, dog. That's all.
Have you ever turned down a collab that you didn't feel like it was just right or it didn't go right with your brand?
Nah, even if you the smallest artist to the biggest artist, I ain't never turned one down. Hell no. I don't hopped on. I don't play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, if the bread involved, I'm definitely gonna get on that bitch. But I got little homies in the city, niggas who I be seeing on the up and coming. I treat it the same. That same thing like how Major Nine, that's how me and Major Nine link. And then look what he become. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you don't, for me personally, that is my brand. You know what I'm saying? Working
Yeah.
with dudes and staying open. Cause you would never know, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's music, you know what I mean? That's how we network. That's how you exchange and you sharpen your eye. You never know what type of collab could help you or put you over
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying? So I never turn no music down. Hell no.
For sure.
Could get on whatever anyway. So I be down there ready to hop on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Only thing be turning shit down is probably my price. If a
Yeah.
nigga can't
Yeah.
afford it, or if a
Yeah.
nigga don't want to pay us some shit, that's probably it. But other than me personally, nah,
Yeah. I
I ain't
feel
never
that.
turned down.
Listen, man, if you niggas know like I know, better pay that because it's worth it, boy.
Yeah,
Dred finna gonna
I
have
ain't
you
gonna lie.
off, man.
He gonna
You head
slide some
head
shit.
power play, man. You better pay that.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, bro.
So listen, bro. All right. I want you to paint this picture for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, I was an avid watcher of this podcast. You know, they done made their transition, whatever the case may be, but just paint this picture for me. 2022. I am athlete. Ocho Cinco Brainiac. You got the GOAT who we spoke about earlier sitting right in front of you, G.
For
Your
sure.
favorite artist sitting right there, G. Speak on that experience, bro. And what did it mean to you?
I still live in that. One of the moments where I still live in that moment. It was like it solidified a lot to me, and then it's like that's how you know God real. You know what I mean?
Real.
Yeah.
Cause I was at the studio. I was at my own studio. And I'm already like a little studio head already. So my homeboys know, like, it's hard to just get me out the studio. I ain't going to no club and all that, bro. You feel me? So you got to tell me something to make me leave here. You feel what I'm saying? So Ocho little brother, I'm cool with him. I got a good relationship with his little brother. So his little brother like, big bro in town. And I'm like, that was up. And he was like, man, they gonna have Wayne up. I'm like, what's up? So that was the pitch. But I ain't go for the pitch, but I was just saying that's what's up. Cause I know how close we be to certain stuff, so I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't really be trying to do too much. But I was just like, okay, that's gonna be an episode I will watch. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sure.
Whatever it made them get energy, like they down there like, nah, Dre, we gotta go. I'm pulling up. Little brother, like, bro told me to pull up, but you gotta come with me. You know
So
what I
that's
mean?
love. That's
So it
love.
wasn't even like I was supposed to beat up. Bro told him
Yeah.
to pull up. I just came along. I'm like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm still dragging along like, all right, I'm gonna come. So when we there, we in the audience. It's like a couple seats. It ain't no big crowd, but it's a couple little seats. So we really just watching the podcast. We getting a chance to watch it, making it. You know what I'm saying? Cameras everywhere. So once again, Wayne, my favorite artist. So I'm good. I'm already good from this right here. This already
Yeah.
a dream come true. I'm getting a chance to witness this shit,
Sure.
and I'm vibing. I'm good. I'm over there eating a sub. You know what I'm saying? I just finished smoking, then I'm eating my sub. Now they had a little brief intermission. What you want to say? They did the end. Nah, mind you, Brandon Marshall been poking Wayne this whole interview, just trying to make him rap, say some type of rap. Wayne wasn't going for it.
Yeah,
Wayne
yeah.
like, nigga, I ain't doing that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So we do the brief intermission. Then out of nowhere, Brandon Marshall like, all right, we finna end the show, but we finna do a little cipher to end it. So now I'm looking like a cipher. So of course I'm just looking, but I ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? So Brandon Marshall already had. If you pay attention to the cipher, the dude who went after me, and I forgot I forgot my dog name, but we end up linking up. That boy dope. You know what I'm
Yeah, he was
saying?
fine. Yep.
Battle rapper too. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come back to me, but it was already set up for him to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So Brandon Marshall really threw the alley oop up the dog. You feel what I'm saying? So the whole cipher was really for dog. We got Wayne here. That's a little twist. So Wayne had Euro there, and then two other artists Brandon Marshall had them brung up there too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So everybody circling back around to finish off the interview. And then Ocho got up and like, I could bring one person up. And then
No.
look at me like, Dred. You feel what I'm saying? So this ain't like no pre-planned shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. I'm going, nah. Mind you, as I'm going up there, I'm out my body now. It's over with.
Yeah.
Out of body experience.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Cause this my main man, Wayne, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This already a popping podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not only is Wayne though, that's separate. You got Ocho Cinco, you got Brandon Marshall, you got Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm catching chills talking about that shit. These niggas ain't no regular niggas. Nigga, they aura already glowing like they in a presence. Nigga, I'm in a presence now. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm already out my body. You feel what I'm saying? So I had now sat, if you pay attention, Ocho sitting right here. I'm sitting on Ocho like the rest, the
arm of the chest.
Yeah.
I ain't even sitting down in a seat because it ain't no seats for me because it wasn't for me anyway.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Pac-Man like, don't sit right there. They're going to make you go first. So I'm telling Pac-Man, I'm like, I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Brandon Marshall end up playing the beat and he said, since we in Miami, you go first. He really made me go first.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, Ocho just throwing the alley. Ocho a real nigga, dog, because a lot of niggas ain't finna do that, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Real.
Ocho
Shout out
like,
to
nigga,
Ocho.
this my artist. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finna, it's great that he done praise me and all. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this ain't no, we talked about this or I got some shit for, because I promise you, dog, I done replayed this shit 1,000 times in my head. You feel me? I promise you. If I would have knew I was finna rap, I would have made the best rap ever just for Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about nobody else. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
like I said, this how God work. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't gonna never be the perfect opportunity or it'll just happen. And that's just how it happened. You feel me? So once again, I only had one thought before I actually rap. Should I rap some shit I already got? Or should I
just freeze?
And
bro.
tell a nigga what I'm feeling right now?
Yeah.
And that's it. I just went off my heart.
Yeah,
and I was trying so hard to tell Wayne, I'm only rapping. I'm trying to tell you how I feel. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look into my left, look into my right.
Yeah.
Presence, Wayne in my presence, coming off the rain. I don't care what I said, nigga. I was trying to let Wayne know, nigga, I'm finna tell you how I'm feeling right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because nigga Brandon Marshall them right there. You feel me? So, like I said, you feel me? I can't even tell you how I was feeling because I was out of my body. You know what I mean? That shit just happened like that. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm glad I did it like that. Cause soon as the interview, soon as I actually did it, after that, Wayne acknowledged the fact that I did freestyle.
Yeah.
Again, it'd be one of them things that ain't even like a feature, but that acknowledgement just big for me. You feel me? I ended up making like 3 mixtapes after that. You feel me? I'm in the studio just living off of that energy alone. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
More than motivated. That was my next mixtape I made. Nigga, I was more than motivated off of just Wayne. Like, nigga, and you came off the dome. I know you freestyle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, I took a picture with Wayne. You know he's shorter than me. Nigga, I almost hugged that nigga with 2 hands. Like, I'm not being goofy. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I feel
nigga, I love your ass. Nigga, you tripping.
For sure.
Feel me? But it was like, nigga kept that shit kosher. And I was still able to just project whatever I was feeling at that time the best I could. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I still live in that moment, dog. I just had times where I just replay that shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Damn, I wish I would have said that. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I'm glad I did come off the dome. Then there's another one like, nigga, I should have told, I should have rapped that one right there.
You did perfect, bro.
Yeah,
Like
you
when I
thing,
seen you, bro. When I say, bro, this is big for the city, bro.
Yeah,
This is big for the city. We don't see too many our people from the city on those big platforms. And plus, around Wayne like that, it takes 1 in a million of our people be around somebody that big, bro. So when I seen, I said, oh yeah, he definitely did his fucking thing, bro. I don't give a fuck what you said. Dred is on that motherfucker with Wayne, bitch.
That was definitely the energy, though. That was definitely the energy.
For sure, bro. You
Shout out to
said
Ocho
that
for
bit.
that, though, man. Ocho definitely a real one for that one, bro. Shout out to
he
Ocho,
definitely
shout
a
out
real
to Wayne, shout out to the whole pod for even having that platform that day. Like, just
and they put that bitch out. You know,
That was big.
Yeah, they
sometimes
could have.
people
Yeah,
like
they
to do
did. They
cuts
could have
and
did
Yeah,
they
whatever. They
could have
could have.
did
They had to
whatever.
do
put
that.
that bitch out, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to them
Following
boys.
me and all type of shit. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
bro,
that's
that
how.
was some love. That was some love.
Sure.
But you talked about this earlier about, being independent and not having a machine around you. Talk about the ownership, how important it is to own your masters and own your music and also being independent.
Yeah. My first real experience with ownership and how important it was actually the Ball Greasy record. You know what I'm saying? So as big as that record is, and as crib shit and cool we is, it ain't have shit to do with how cool you is. That's what it shows you. If you don't got your shit together, and that's what a lot of artists miss out on the opportunity too, by not having, you know, or just having the knowledge of knowing how important some of that shit is. You feel what I'm saying? So Greasy couldn't do nothing for me about BMI and my publishing and all that. And the checks I get a check every 3 months for that song. As long as it's playing syndicate radio, get a check off of that. You know what I'm saying? Life plus 70 years after I die. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
It ain't had nothing to do with Ball Greasy, and not saying that it was a bad thing, but it's all about, being a man and owning your own shit and having your shit together. Cause like it's like a sacred thing in the industry. It's like if you don't know the game, nobody don't gotta tell you, cause 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to pay for that. And
Yeah.
sometimes you can't even afford the game. So sometimes that's why niggas gotta sign. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sign to the machine, and the machine not finna tell you how they get their money. You know what I mean? So that was my biggest experience of learning, because you know of it. You always hear like I say, if you a student to the game, certain stuff gonna catch your attention. Some people just want to rap and get the fame and get the money. You know what I'm saying?
Most
But if you
definitely.
a student, what Wayne on went through, Birdman, hear these type of stories, you want to know why and how that happened, and why this song go this far, and who got the bread off of it. That's that type of shit I go into the depths of. You know what I'm saying? So with that record, as big as it definitely was a big learning lesson. And it ain't got shit to do with how cool you is with the artist. You better have your business. Cause just like that, I could have missed out on one of the biggest records of my career. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't do no paperwork on it when we did the song. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it came down to it, Freddie Jackson, nice and slow, that's Jackson. Freddie Jackson got involved, and he could have ultimately stopped the record. You know, but he thank God he loved the record, and he cleared it, and all he did was basically get in line. Because of course, that's what's good about owning your stuff. Because you could be Freddie Jackson and have some young dudes in another era bring your song to their era, and now you getting paid off of something you wasn't even there. So
Yeah.
that's what the beauty of owning your masters is. You know what I'm saying? So in that time, I always register my songs. So BMI end up reaching out to me about that song. BMI actually reached out to me, and that's how we end up getting the rights and everything situated in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely important now. But you gotta be. It's about what you want out of this shit, and what you pay attention to. You feel what I'm saying? Some people really just want the money and the fame. You know what I mean? So they could care less about certain things until you old as hell, and then you ain't cute no more. Body ain't how it used to be. Still on tour because you
Yeah.
to pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? When you could be sitting back recouping certain stuff, and it's coming to you royalty wise. You know what I'm saying? Like 70 years after you die, shit off 10 years later, and now you receiving royalties all over again outside of your prime. You know what I mean? So that was important. And I feel like it's all about your situation too. This era, some people be misinformed. So you be using certain things and hearing independent, and thinking you should be this arrogant, oh, I don't want to sign type of person. And it's like, no, just make sure the situation was best for you. You feel what I'm saying?
Most
Because you
definitely.
could get into a science situation and it could work for you. You know what I mean? I ain't never been anti signing a deal. No, I just ain't run into that situation where it fit me the best. You know what I mean? Got a situation where I could have had my publishing a long time ago. And sometimes I be thinking about, like, you know what, I should have let them get my publishing. You know what I'm saying? Just to see. the experience, you know what I mean? Just to see how that went, you know what I mean? But it's all about decisions and what you fit best for you and your team, you know what I mean? So definitely don't be the anti, don't want to sign because you hearing people getting 360 deals and all that. Like, no, respect the game, know that it's a business. It's machines out here, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to recoup some type of money, but they built a platform to make you rich and famous. So, of course, they're going to have something. They got to get some type of money out of the situation, you know what I mean? But if you be independent, just know it's independent label. You gotta run your little independent operation just like a major label would. Don't think you out here by yourself, lonely and nah, that ain't gonna work. It's a lot of ground that you gotta cover, especially once you want to go this type of route. You know what I mean? So definitely, man, you gotta be a student. That's the only thing that I say. You know what I mean? Because it could have went another type of way, and I could have been just getting acknowledgement for a lot of rap. I'm pretty sure y'all done heard a lot of artists that get acknowledgement, but don't really get the residuals or the checks that with it. You know what I mean? Oh, boy, it goes on that song, but it's like, man, I don't get paid for that.
Yeah,
I ain't
ain't
doing
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I got a left off of Bad and Boo. Do it look like I got a left off Bad
Yeah, for
and Boo?
sure.
What would you say is the biggest challenge of being independent?
Being independent, just like I said, I'm just covering a lot of ground. You know what I mean? With these labels, it's a click of a button. It's relationships that been built over years and years. So sometimes it just be an email blast, and they'll just get your shit on the next platform. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of find your way to get in them relationships in them rooms. It'd be a little harder to get into some of them rooms. It ain't that a nigga hating on Dred or his crabs in the bucket. It's just like, nah, I'm just shake away. I just ain't running to the right person to get into that room right there. That'll just and he gonna drop the email blast because he know Elon Musk them.
Yeah, yeah,
He know the executive from Def Jam. So the thing is, like with the Ross record, it hurt nobody. A lot of songs, people do features for songs, big artists, but you don't get that clearance. So Ross cleared the record for me, but at the time, DJ Khaled was managing him, and his sister, our sister, is the head of Def Jam. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Be like position, people be in position to make real plays. You know what I'm saying? So by her being the head of Def Jam, we was able to get that record cleared,
Yeah,
and now I could put it on Apple Music and iTunes and all that. You know what I'm saying? So those that's what I mean about them handshakes and getting in certain rooms. You feel what I'm saying? So that be the challenge right there. You know what I mean? Just networking, covering all this ground because it's a big world, man. It's big out here, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta know somebody that knows somebody sometimes. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Ain't record good or not. You know what I mean? It's just
Absolutely.
about putting it in the right hands. You feel me? So that's the biggest challenge,
Sure.
for me personally.
Yeah. But listen, man, you got some new music cooking up. You know what I'm saying? What can we expect from this tape coming out, man?
Man, I ain't never really been the type to express like my depression or stuff like that. You know what I mean? So lately, my personal life kind of overshadowed the whole Lil Dred. My music always been going up. Whatever speed is going slowly, it always go up. But my personal life, you know what I'm saying, just to tippy toe around it with my kids. You know, I just was going through certain things with my kids, and it was real, like a detrimental type situation where I wasn't feeling nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really on some music time. So for the last 2 years, that's kind of this the less music I ever put out. You know what I mean? So my situation got kind of serious with one of my daughters. You know what I mean? So with this project, it ain't like it's a project about my daughter or anything like that. It's just finally I'm in a better space with it. So I was able to come up, get back into my little rhythm. And like my fans know, I'm always going to, keep it real and give you little personal vibes and stuff like that. So now in this album, of course, you're going to hear a little bit of what I've been going through, but it's still just off the energy of that. So when I ain't really wasn't on some make a depressed type of album. What was going on was I was going through my situation and just how I'm is like a situational rapper. I kept rapping about that same shit. So I wasn't feeling that shit. So I ain't dropping nothing because I'm like, I'm not dropping no project about that. That's some sad ass, depressed ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get the situation and then I could get back to, I could use some of that energy to create that. But I don't want to create a whole body around that. Like, I'm not a fan of doing that, especially for this type of topic that's so close to my heart. You know what I'm saying? This project is just me coming off of all that I was going through, and I was able to get back in my zone and create a nice body of work.
Absolutely.
So we ain't finna I ain't giving them no depressed ass album. I ain't on that. You know what I mean? I truly believe in, what you put out in this world. Like, you gotta be careful. You feel what I'm saying? R.I.P. that boy Juice WRLD and all these niggas dying from drug, depression, shit like that. So I don't play like that. You feel me? I'm more of a triumph, get over it. We know it's depression out here, but get over it. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't wait till I conquered what I was going through so I could rap about that. You know what I mean? And that's basically kind of what this album. I'm gonna give y'all the name. I ain't say the name. I just be hashtagging it. Everything means nothing.
Here
You know
first
what I'm
on
saying?
Power Play.
Yeah, I gotta give y'all something exclusive. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything means nothing. You know what I'm saying? So just that title alone, that's basically how I was feeling. Just a little details behind that. Some people want it all, and everything mean nothing if I ain't got you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I was feeling, and I just took that from the Alicia Keys song I was hearing playing. You know what I'm saying? Everything means nothing. I just kept that right there because everything nothing at the time if I ain't have my daughter. You know what I mean? So that's what I was going through. But like I say, it's a hard album. It's off of the energy of that, but it ain't around that. You know what I mean? So we gonna have that real rapping, that real vibe,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we on some, from nothing to something positive, triumph shit. You gonna go through certain shit, but you gotta get through that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So yeah, once again, this is just another Dred project. Gave me great music. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But well, it is a little vulnerable, a little bit, but I ain't on no depressed shit or nothing like that. So this definitely a hard album, man. I'm going for album of the year, man.
For sure.
For sure.
We don't want nothing less than album of the year.
Yeah,
Got a
definitely.
little groove. I got some grooves on there too. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I'm always see one thing about me when I approach certain stuff like an album, bro. I don't play that put a whole bunch of songs together shit. I damn near try to give you an intro, outro, something for the ladies, something for the streets, some heartfelt shit. Like I try to balance it out
Yeah,
and
definitely.
literally just let you know, like, but it's a 808 street album, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No skips. No
Yeah,
skip.
like this ain't no skipping. The song, the album gonna match the title. The titles of the songs gonna match the song. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't calling this shit apples, and we talking about fucking bananas. No,
Yeah.
We get
Yeah.
straight to it. Straight to it.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Definitely.
yeah, nigga, every song like that. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna have structure on that bitch. It ain't just randomly rapping. Nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? But y'all already know. Fucking with
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
y'all fucking with me, so y'all know how I'm coming.
For sure. For sure.
We got some visuals and all, man, because that's what my fans really like. Oh, visual. Like, oh,
No,
Lord, this era right here with
definitely.
this
You know they
nigga.
want the
Y'all
videos,
think a
bro.
nigga
Yeah.
gonna just shoot. I don't see niggas standing in front of their cars because they ain't got no more ideas for
Most
y'all.
definitely.
Y'all think,
Most
nigga,
definitely.
do you know back then niggas only shot
Shit.
videos to their singles? Like, it ain't no just visual. You
Yeah.
think NBA Youngboy, he got NBA Youngboy walking his bow-legged ass through his house. He ain't got nothing to do. It's too
That
many
nigga showing off
visuals.
the ankle monitor and
Didn't
He
shit
want
ain't
to
just
got
see
to
nothing to
everything,
do.
represent
man. Yeah.
No,
nothing,
bro.
bro.
Didn't
And
want to
my
see it
shit
all, man.
personally, boy, I need one of them Benny the Boom budgets for my shit, boy. I can't even get no visual because this shit is out the world. You better
Yeah.
visualize that shit in your head.
In your mind.
You hear me?
For
But
sure.
definitely, I got a couple visuals on this project. You know
Most
what I'm
definitely.
saying? We trying to get hit with we ain't gonna let the
Yeah.
era just lead us out the way. We get it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta adjust, dog. You got to. I feel like the audience changed so much, and I feel like they so gullible and simple now that
Yes.
people don't even want to be great no more. It's like I don't gotta be great. I can just give you that. I
Yeah.
can just walk
I
around
can
and
do
you
whatever the
gonna
hell I
like
want to do. Yeah. Yeah.
it.
They
Yes.
just settle, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
Yeah,
in
I don't
that
want to get
point where
caught
they
up
just
in
want
that
to
shit.
settle.
Yeah. Yeah. They let the beat carry them, They get on that bitch, say whatever, be
Say
bullshit, and
whatever.
then they're gonna have the
Engineers,
camera on
the real
doing the
MVPs is
same
these
shit.
engineers. They ain't getting no
For
acknowledgement,
real,
but it's the
for real,
engineers, dog. It's the
for
ones
real,
who doing the mix and got these
for
niggas
real.
sounding good, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pulling off a hell of a job, boy. Because a lot of these niggas, boy, they ain't even giving it they all. They letting the engineers
Nah,
just help them.
hell no.
Engineers carrying them through the whole fucking tape,
Yeah,
bro.
And
yeah, yeah,
a lot of engineers writing the music. You know what I'm saying? So really, the
yeah.
audience is coming in that bitch and just, hey, bro, this is what I got for you today. Yeah, like,
Mhm.
well, shout out to the engineers out there, man. But listen,
For
Dred,
sure, man.
what would you say your favorite song on this up and coming project is?
Man, see them like yeah. See, I don't even. I ain't never been a favorite song type of dude. I just love the
I
whole
feel that.
project. I got a song on there called Daddy Lil Man. You know, I just had my first son.
Congratulations.
And shit, I guess that's
Definitely.
my favorite. Like, I don't know, like the whole project hard. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that one right there is special to me. I got an album called Elevate, and somebody asked me the same thing about that project. What's your favorite? And I'm like, nigga, my daughter's on this shit, so them my favorite songs. Got songs that's harder, but it's like, nigga, my kids. So of
Yeah.
course, my son, I was able to make a song about my son. You know, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that'll just be my favorite. But I really don't got a favorite, dog. I'm telling you,
The
it's just
whole tape. Fuck
the
it. The
tape
whole
just
tape.
a good body of work.
We got a release
Depending
date for
on
that?
your mood, depending on the mood I be in, that's what I favor. But I'll never be like, yeah, this hands down my favorite song because it's like, um, every song do its justice. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, you know,
Sure.
it's a reason why I put that song on there. So I don't want to take away the reasons. It's like taking away reason once you say, oh yeah, that's my favorite. Like, nah, nigga, shit. I put these songs on there so it could kind of tell you or describe the album. You know what
Most
I
definitely.
mean? But Daddy Love Man though, definitely what I'm favoring right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go take Jit outside right now. He's waiting on me right now.
For sure.
So, so do you have any features on this tape? I know you can't give
only,
out much, but you got any
only feature
features
I
on the
got,
tape?
yeah, I only got one feature. And once again, you know, it go back to what I was saying about me reaching out. You know what I'm saying? Doing a better job of reaching out because I just be so tunnel vision and working. Like, I never really been a feature type artist on my projects. But I do features for artists and they reach out, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes when I be doing songs or I'm coming up with an album, you know, I say what I need to say and that be the end of it. Hey, I feel like you could say, I feel like, hey,
Yeah.
boy, it don't really necessarily be that. Now, we doing singles and I just got a single sitting around and I might reach out. But for projects, sometimes I just say what I gotta say, and by the time I look up, nigga, the beat already over with. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I only
Yeah.
got one feature on this one. Miss my homie Flipper, Touch Money Flipper. You know what I mean? We
Shout
end
out
up,
Flipper.
Shout out Flipper,
you know
man.
what I mean? Yeah, he the only feature on this one. There's only one feature. Like
So,
I could carry it though,
and
dog.
you
Yeah,
definitely
most
can.
definitely. You
You
already know.
definitely can carry that
Like
motherfucker,
I
boy.
said, it was a personal time in my life too, so I ain't really need nobody to say what I need to say. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I gotta say this shit, bro. You
Yeah.
feel me?
We definitely
But I
ready for
definitely
wave
gotta
ride
do
on it.
better on the reaching out shit and get niggas on collabs, cause they be hitting me up for sure. So
Yeah,
I just gotta do better, just letting niggas, hey, boy, I got an open verse for you, man. You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Hop on. Most
For
definitely.
sure.
Any shows or performances coming up?
Yeah, definitely I gotta get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the last 2 years, it ain't really I ain't been feeling it. I ain't really been trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure baby girl right. You know what I'm saying? So definitely we trying to get back to it, get back to the shows, get back to the groove, man. You know what I mean? Once you put the project out there, that's kind of what started. That's what get it going. Once you put them singles out there and let them know you back outside, then they go to hitting. You know what I mean? Right now, I ain't even been on no show type of time. It's the first podcast. I ain't been talking. I ain't been really doing stuff.
Sure,
You
man.
know,
Yeah.
so definitely we about to get back outside this summer though.
Definitely. We definitely gotta have you back outside, man. The fans been needing it, bro. We can't wait. So what do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years, and what do you want your legacy to look like when it's all said and done?
I can answer the second one. See that first question? You know, dreams really evolve daily, man. We just take it a day
I
at a
feel that.
time.
I
I
fuck
can't.
with that
If I
hard,
could
bro.
see, if I
Feel
could
that.
really see, bro, I'll let you know. I can't see that far. You know what I'm saying?
For
So it
sure.
really
For sure.
day for day thing with me, man. I just know as long as I just continue to work hard, like that boy Benny Siegel say, and feel it in the air. That boy say, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you still amongst those stars. You know what I'm saying? As long as you working, you're gonna end up in a better place or your better situation. You know what I'm saying? And um my history or my work already proved that. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine I was gonna be here, right here. You know what I'm saying? With the accolades that I do got, I just knew I had to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got there, by putting in that work, not trying to predict. Oh, I want to be on the BET Awards. Oh, I want to be here. I want to be there. You know what I mean? Because what come with that too is a lot of letdown and depression, and people have expectations and false expectations for their down self, and you ain't attention to your reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as legacy goes, I take that word definitely real serious. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I go hard on every song, every project. You know what I'm saying? And my albums, I treat them like little capsules. So when I'm gone, people could look back at my albums and kind of get a vision of what I was going through and what type of person I was or what I liked. You know what I'm saying? That's big, you know what I mean? I ain't out here trying to do no goofy shit. I ain't out here trying to clout chase, you know what I'm saying? So that's big for my legacy. I stand on that type of shit, you know what I mean? We ain't out here acting desperate. What's gonna happen for us, gonna happen for us, I'm God fearing. God already know what the plan is, so I ain't gotta go outside and do the most. You know what I mean? And that's just my legacy for my kids and my name, everything. You know what I mean? Putting on
Absolutely.
for the crib, I'm trying to be the best, if not one of the best. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely one of those ones, bro.
Yeah, that's we hold that legacy word to our hearts for real. Like that's major. You know what I'm saying?
So, bro. Listen, man, I want to get into a few segments with you, man. We like to end our show with 3 segments, man. You know what I'm saying? The first one, we like to call it the press play segment. This is a
For sure.
segment where we like to highlight a song and or artist that's, you know what I'm saying, pressure right now, that's hot right now. But we're gonna defer to you, man. Who you playing right now? Who you listening to? Who you pressing play on?
I'm listening to. Let me look at my playlist right now. Cocky Kai.
Okay,
He did a song with Meat Mill and Friday.
okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
I've been having that on repeat.
Okay.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
Shout out Cocky
Nah,
Kai,
we
man.
pressing play on you today, my boy. Most definitely.
Show that.
So I listen, our next segment we like to do is called the power play segment. The power play segment where we like to highlight individual or individuals that are making power plays. And it could be in sports, it could be in music, be in entrepreneurship. And we love black owned small businesses.
For
And
sure.
so for the day, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go with Street Taco 239. You know what I'm saying? Street Taco 239, they, a taco mobile service that'll come to your birthday parties, they'll come to any event, they'll pull up, they got what you need. You don't need to go to no Taco Bell, your stomach don't need to be hurt. You can fuck with
None of that.
yourself and they're gonna
Real
get you right. You
authentic.
feel what I'm saying? So definitely fuck with Street Taco 239. Most definitely. Now, bro, is there any black owned businesses that you have that you want to shout out in this moment?
Touch Money, man. Black owned, they doing their thing. That's my boy Nine, man.
For
He
sure.
got a lot of shit cooking up. Eating.
Yeah,
That's my
definitely.
old girl. She sell them comforters. Feel what I'm
Sure.
Shout
saying?
out girl Mon
Let's
Dukes
shout out
with the
all
Yeah,
girls,
man.
man.
comforters.
Look,
Definitely.
got to pull up on them for sure.
Most deaf. But yeah, that's two off the top of the dome right now,
For
man.
sure. For
Sure.
sure.
So most definitely, man. And our last segment we like to get into is called our empowerment segment. For this segment, bro, we like to create a safe space to uplift, to motivate, to inspire, and to empower. You know what I'm saying? So could you leave our audience with some empowering words?
Hey, always remember, dreams really evolve daily, man. You ain't gotta be in no rush. Take it a day at a time, dog. That's the main thing. That's what I live by. You know what I'm saying? That's my acronym, DREAD. You know what I'm saying? Dreams really evolve daily. You ain't gotta do too much out here, cause it's gonna happen. Whatever already written, keep God in your life, dog. It's already written. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Put in that work, it's gonna happen. You feel me? Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you still amongst them stars. I just gave y'all like 3 big slogans that I
Yeah.
live by.
Man.
If
Pressure.
you keep working, you gonna, even if you miss, you're gonna be amongst something that you wasn't once around. You know what I'm saying? That's big for me. That's what I live by. You know what I mean? So keep it short and simple like that.
Most definitely, man.
So
Appreciate that, brother. Listen, I got one more for you before we let you go, man. This is
For sure.
an important one to us too, bro. You know, speak on where your mental health is right now, and we like to do it in this way. We like to go 3 being, yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? 2 being, I'm all right, I could be better, or 1 being it's concerning.
It's 2 and 3. It's 2, cause like I said, what I was already going through, and I never been a depressed type person. You know what I'm saying? Especially from where we from. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of
Definitely.
you gotta stay strong. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to just fall into that depressed mind state. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody gonna come save
Yeah.
you. And so a lot of like I said, the last 2 years have been a lot of reflecting and just looking myself in the mirror. You know what I mean? So that's what I say. 2, I could be better, but just knowing I'm gonna get better, that's why it's 3. I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
for sure.
part, this part of your journey. You know what I mean? Just part of learning who you is, learning yourself. You feel me? Going through something, then getting through it. You know what I mean? Knowing like, hey, God put me through this for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Let me just figure out what it is. Let me hold it down. And then it'll feel better at the end. You know what I'm saying? So definitely 2 and 3. Yeah.
So, bro, listen, man, we appreciate having you on our
It's
platform.
been an honor.
It's been an honor, bro. We fuck with your music heavy, bro. We want you to keep going, keep grinding. You need to keep dropping this pressure out here, bro, because we need realistic, bar fed, hood music
Definitely.
from a real one. So we appreciate you,
Just
bro.
that vibe, bro. Just that
So it's
vibe.
coming, man. July, man. We at them people, man.
Most
It's around the
definitely.
corner.
Definitely.
Most
Definitely gotta
Appreciate
have you
y'all
back
for
on this bit.
having me.
for sure.
You know, you always welcome on the platform, bro. Anytime you got something to draw, anytime, bro. You always welcome, bro.
For sure. For
Absolutely.
sure.
So,
Y'all
but
keep
listen,
doing
man.
y'all thing, man.
Listen, man. This
Appreciate
has
it, bro.
been the Power Play Podcast. I'm your boy, Mighty Boy the Goat. I got my brother with me, the one and only Drop Talk J Lock, and we signing out with Lil Dred, man. Love, bro.
Love.
Yo, thank y'all for tuning in to the Power Play Podcast on the Power Play channel. But please, 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 before y'all proceed, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe,
And make that bell ding. Ring
ring
that
that
bell.
bell.